What's going on, YouTube and y'all squad? This your boy Yapatees. This is your review for SWV Xscape, the Queens of R&B, Season 1, Episode 6. This is the finale. Hopefully we get a Season 2. Thoroughly enjoyed this season. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do wonder why the group, Xscape never confronted Latako about that solo deal on camera, but I digress. And also, how many of y'all is listening to her album? Y'all know it dropped Friday. I ain't listening to it, but I wonder how many of y'all. So we pick up what we left off with the text message thing of, Latako saying, "Do you believe the text messages and all this other stuff?" She calls her husband. Rocky pretty much says, if in an authoritative way, you don't need to speak on my behalf. I'm like, okay, Ike Turner. And pretty much is doing the back and forth. And Tamika is just like, well, yeah, he never lets you speak or never wants you to speak. And this is why we're in this situation now, just getting on our sister. Rocky denies all the claims. Candy ain't letting up. Rocky says he's willing to show them his phone. I mean, I don't really know what that's going to serve. Now, me being me, I would have just had both him and the promoter in a room and just be like, let's go ahead and hash this out because the truth gonna come out, but whatever. And again, we never got that scene anyway, so almost a moot point. Latago says that, they've brought bookings to the table, so it's only fair that they get a fee. I don't think that's what we're necessarily talking about, but okay. Latako says that, she's over this, and then she leaves, and then of course she got on the phone to Gloria, telling her side, whatever. So we see the ladies packing up for I forget where they went to. Was it California? I should have wrote it down. I'm sorry, y'all. But we find out that SWV agreed to let Xscape sing Understanding last before they do the closing song. And I'm kind of like, well, if there's a closing song, then who, like, to me, I would really be like, who really cares? But in the grand scheme of things, after watching the show, yeah, we should have been like the song before the closing, but that's neither here nor there. Latako brings up Tamika being I'm sorry, she's with her husband in the car and brings up Tamika being a liar, going back to what she said about Candy on the radio. But again, that was because she was defending you, ma'am. So now that you no longer, I guess, are benefiting from your sister, now you're just going to throw her away. But this is that tall tale thing of when you do certain stuff, it's gonna follow you. So unfortunately, yeah, Tamika, you got the scarlet letter of being, a liar based off of that. But at the same exact time, they kept calling her a liar, so she had to put the receipts on her YouTube channel. So hey, whatever. So it's one day before the show. Um, we see that Latako has a rental, hair, makeup, private chef. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, because again, like to me, that's really just a waste of money. But again, I ain't counting nobody pockets, so let me stop. But I wonder if that's where Tamika money went to. Anyway, Rocky is over all the different accusations that they are putting on him. Well, stop doing crazy stuff. They wouldn't be no accusations, bruh. And then he says that so he and his wife, they have their joint interview, and he says he don't have a bank account. Sir, who you lying to? Then says that, in order to deposit somebody else's check, you need to forge their signature. Did we not see that on the receipts? And you also need their social security number. All y'all got each other. Well, not you, but all the women have each other's social security number and a copy of their passport, amongst other stuff. Oh, you a horrible liar, sir. Horrible liar. And Latako says she's going to do what she needs to do to, make the show a success. And then he pretty much says to her, you need to be at peace for if you decide to leave Xscape. Uh-huh. So it's 8 hours before the show. They're doing a practice. Is it 8 hours before the show? I think it is. Whatever. Latako is running late with her entourage. Again, why do you need an entourage for a practice rehearsal? Again, just certain stuff, it don't make no sense. It really don't. But whatever. She's running late. That would have, made me upset. You had Lily saying, here comes Diana Ross. She has arrived and all this other stuff in her interview. Being shady, petty, but I'll allow it. Oh, okay. Sorry if things feel a little bit chopped up. I have my windows open, letting some fresh air in, and somebody came down the street blasting music, and hopefully I was able to catch it. If not, whatever. But anyway, Taj is irritated that Escape keep messing up, but this is because they have choreography and all this other stuff going into their respective sets. Again, no shade, but they're not just just standing there singing like they have a whole production now. Coco doesn't like the fact that they're singing their entire songs up there because they're just supposed to be working on transitions. And I can see that. And I think what they probably could have done is just voice that. And then once they got through all of that, could have left and then allowed it, well, not allowed, but let Escape, just finish doing whatever it was that they were doing. But a lot of this wasn't being vocalized, but a lot of it was just, talking under the breaths and all that other stuff. Um, she also says, Coco, that she doesn't want to participate in singing Is My Living in Vain because the production wanted all the ladies to actually do that song. But Coco's whole thing is they don't do church songs in their set. So she doesn't want to do it. But she agreed to be on. She agreed to. Okay, that I thought that was music again. All right, never mind. But she just agreed. All right, I'll be on stage with y'all. I ain't singing nothing. So you have Coco going off talking about some, she's mad. She ran out of medication. She wants to fight. Lily is like, okay, well, calm down. She's like, I've been calm. And and this is her talking to Lily, saying, they're walking all over us. And you from New York? I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Coco is having a moment. And like I said, look, it is what it is. My thing is the whole run out of medication thing. Now that's careless. That really is. But I'm gonna let it alone. Um, so Taj is trying to give some input on the whole "Is My Living in Vain" thing. She gives something, I forget what she said, and then Don Juan, and he didn't even say it under his breath, like it was loud. Go say that's corny. When I tell you that Taj got activated, and she was like, she wanted to know who said it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't never seen this at Taj, but all right. And because she's like, all I'm trying to do is create some cohesion here, and then told him to shut the hell up. I'm like, oh, well, all right. And then Coco on the sideline talking about something. Y'all say it's me. I'm sorry, I found that to be funny. I did. So it's the day of the show. Tamika wants to talk to her sister, but wonders should she do it before the show or after the show. But she feels that if she talks to her before the show, that Latako might not want to, do the show. And this is one of those instances where, we typically have the answers. We just got to sometimes, speak it to ourselves and boom, there's the answer. Kenny's just like, yeah, wait till after the show. Like, let's not mess up what we got going on here. Then she calls Rocky Edward Stealing Hands. When I tell y'all, I hollered. That was so funny to me. Oh, whew, so they do the show. One thing I will say is I wish we could have gotten a special where they actually showed the actual concert. So everybody that wasn't there could have seen like how they did the flow and everything. That would have been nice, but we didn't get that. But we got little snippets and whatnot. Hey, they was getting it. I said from what I saw, it looked great, and they all agreed that if they had more time, that yeah, it probably could have been a lot smoother. But hey, it is what it is. So the women do feel they can do it once again. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Tamika grabs Latako to talk. Latako doesn't want to talk. And I'll say this: on one hand, I kind of get it because it's like we just got done performing, we're on a high right now. But then the other thing is because of how we've seen Latako acted, and even with her doing all these interviews and whatnot, talking about how she wants to talk to her sister. And on some real, it really ain't that hard to do if you really want to talk to your sister. It's really not, especially if you know where your sister lives and you can just pull up to her house and get the knocking on the door. Just saying. So, but because she ghosts people, I understand why Tamika wanted to do it right then, right there, because it wasn't gonna happen if she didn't. And Tamika, wants them to be better. And Latako says that, well, we're family. And Tamika says it doesn't feel like it. Latako says, and who made it that way? Tamika, like, you did. Like, oh, she is delusional. I am telling y'all, that woman is delusional. Oh, she's in a sunken place. We need to get her. Well, no, y'all need to get her. I don't care. She can stay there. um, Let me see. And Tamika, wait, and then she wants Latako to be who she is, and Latako's like, "This is who I am." And then she pretty much says that her entourage is her family. And that right there, like, I know that had to sting Tamika like something hard. Where it's just like, so you really. And the crazy thing is, yeah, these people, because she's like, they treat me better than you. Yeah, because you're paying them. Like, do you know what's gonna happen when you stop paying them, baby? Like, oh, this man got her isolated. It is something crazy, y'all. It is something truly crazy. And then Tamika even said to her when Lataka walked out the dressing room that I believe she, Tiny, and Candy were sharing. She tells this woman, make sure you talk to Mama and make sure she has a room available because you gonna need it. I'm like, you ain't have to go because she said you gonna be broke. I'm like, it's true, but you ain't have to say that in front of all those people. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Um, and Tamika says, she's not going to beg someone to be her sister, and you shouldn't. But what I will say though is, like, I felt so bad for Tamika because in that moment, because like I said, y'all know I have sibling issues over here, so I get the feeling, and in some instances I do relate and connect with Tamika. So when she was tearing up and whatnot, just the whole seeing everything, I started, nah, I ain't crying. But my eyes got a little water. I'm just like, I'm gonna blame it on allergies. But that's pretty much it. So we find out that Tamika and Latako still have not talked since that show wrapped. The well, yeah, the show in general, but the concert haven't talked since then. Latako's album dropped. Let me know if y'all listening to it. SWB, I said BV. I believe it was Right Here and another song. I don't remember what the other one was, but those like two of their songs have gone from gold to platinum, and Week is now triple platinum. So kudos to them. Good stuff. And yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I could have said more, did more, but look, I'm recovering from yesterday because yeah, your boy was lit last night. Okay, your boy was lit. So I'm over here, hydrating and recovering. But this is all that I have. So thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you. Wait, did I? No, I didn't say that. Break, come, subscribe, share. I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.